Wuha.
Wuha. Oh, I am Tekkrr.
Hey, Tekkrr, welcome.
Blessings.
Blessings.
One moment. There has been questions about the Lyran language I heard earlier while you were speaking.
Yes.
The words that he has been saying have actually been some phrases as well, because, for example, welcome is not one word in our language. It is, we greet you with love. So he spoke many words for the word welcome, and this is correct.
Ishu utu unwa.
Yes, it's more than one word, you understand. It is okay for you to interpret, but let us not do that today.
All right.
I would like to have you ask other questions. There are those that listen to these sessions that have not positive intentions, and therefore languages can sometimes come under fire because they can be interpreted, and if they can interpret those languages, then they may be able to interpret things that they should not. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
But yet, they are encrypted in our language. However, your government is very clever. They have aliens helping them, so it is possible for them to be able to find a way to unencrypt some of our communications. So therefore, we are very hesitant to bring too much of the language interpreted to these sessions. However, at this time, they have not been harmful. But you understood that. Did you not?
Yes.
But these things, fortunately, not coming to those of negative vibrations, they are actually not understanding how the words are put together by other outer species, although even some of them are close to the syntax of earthlings in some ways, but others are far from it, very removed, as in reptilian or insectoid. Do you understand? Those languages sometimes do not even know what they mean to be interpreted as greetings or formalities of some sort. They are just merely sounds that are greetings to each other in their own languages. Sounds that mean words, but yet. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not sure that I am communicating that correctly.
I think that the fact that you and others are speaking languages on the YouTube, it is helping light workers tremendously.
Yes, but we will not interpret it all. There are some words that we will not interpret.
That's fine.
Yes. This is all I am saying. Not all words will be interpreted.
I would invite you and Jaguar to speak more of Lyran language, whatever is appropriate.
I will give him a blessing
in
Lyran.
Thank you.
Because he will perhaps understand it, but there are times when he does not understand what he is saying as well. Is that true?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
Tekkrr. Hello.
Yes. You sometimes are able to interpret and other times not. There is a reason for that. But let me give you a blessing since Max is interested in the language form.
Yes.
Ayundo Hashindaba Randa Korahorma Honye Shambu Korahata Shonha Harahumbo Tuchi Shituambara Duha Hoyaimbora Ka Washo Horando Moshoha.
Iyo oho. Outono o ishi oho. Ainyo oho moa.
Muka Oho Roshondo Boa Boa Yahota. There is that thunder.
Yeah, it's a spring thunderstorm. Very welcome event.
Yes, we have such things on our worlds, but it's been a while since I have heard one, since I've been on the ship for a few years, your time now.
For us, it signifies that spring is coming, or spring has come.
It is a familiar and welcome sound.
Would you interpret what you just said, or at least overview?
I will give you, I do not remember exactly what I said, but it was on the lines of giving David a blessing for using his language and respecting it in a way that is very familiar to me. We understand that you were given the language because you do have much respect for it, and you do have much respect for alien life, and for the fact that they can help you as well. But the blessing was more for you personally, and thanking you for your responsibility in this matter.
Yes, Tekkrr, thank you for acknowledging that. And something I was already trying to communicate. I don't know if you got that message telepathically, but I wanted to personally apologize for any breach of protocol that I did with earlier translations. I wasn't aware that I was not being correct, so I apologize for any inconvenience I brought with my actions.
You are not at fault. You were not given any knowledge of what to do or what not to do. The protocol was not broken. The words that were interpreted were not important.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that. That brings me peace of consciousness.
And realize also that when you're saying some of these words, they're actually phrases. That because there's not one word in your language to cover what we would say in its place.
Yes. Tekkrr, may I make some questions?
Of course.
It seems yesterday in my time zone, so the night before this one, yesterday evening, I saw a ship, and it seemed I tried to acknowledge its presence telepathically and send them love in their mission, and it seemed to acknowledge my presence. Could you check who they were?
There's no need to check. I am already aware that whenever a light worker sees a ship, it is more likely intentional than not. And for it to respond is not uncommon. Jim has had several of these kinds of experiences. There are several ships that make themselves known in this particular area,
Mm-hmm.
And when he's with a certain one of his friends, they see these ships and are, well, Jim is delighted, and the other individual is slightly fearful, but not that they don't like aliens, it's just a fear of the unknown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But they said, if you're going to abduct somebody, take Jim, not me. We find that amusing as well.
Yes, very interesting. Another question. Are you aware of a person that calls himself Ryan, R-I-O-N, de Ruan? And he's part of Team Light. Are you aware of him and his work?
I am not aware of all those that channel, but I am becoming more aware through Lakash. Lakash is more aware of all the channelers than I am, because I have other work that I must do. I am aware of the channelers that I work with. And there are a few others that I am aware of as well that are similar.
Yes, I asked specifically about him because he speaks Lyran also.
Wuha, Shumbukwa. Yeah.
Hucolo, Iso, Ohoto, Ushunu, Oto, Oho. Io, Ohono, Otunu, Iso, Ohoa.
Yeah. I understand.
Related to that, I have a request. So far, we haven't ever had on YouTube publicly anybody speaking who speaks through other channelers. It's always one channeler, a group of people, another channeler, another group of people. We would invite, through you, we would invite higher beings, extraterrestrials, to speak through Jim, those who already appeared on YouTube before. Bashar came once through Jim, but it wasn't on record, so that doesn't count. It would be nice to have those to come on and speak through Jim on publicly.
This will happen eventually.
Thank you.
There are those that are aware of these channeling sessions that would like to become a part of that.
Wonderful. We would welcome them.